Tonight we got a very special guest, super middleweight contender Demond Nicholson, who takes who gets back in the ring on the Saturday, October 23rd, as he takes on Victor Darocha at
Yes.
the live casino in Maryland. What's happening?
Ain't too much, man. I actually just got finished running, man. Just a cool down, just ran about 3 miles. Now it's time to get some rest and relax, you know. I enjoy talking to you for sure.
So we talk about this fight against Victor Darocha.
Yeah, man. Well, the road to I don't really know too much about him. I watched a couple of his fights before my camp. I mean, once camp started, just to get a feel for the style and what style how I should fight. But this fight, man, I really do want to make a statement. I just came off my fight with Belanga. Of course, I took a loss, but at the same time, I'm still a top contender. I'm still confident. It didn't mess up my confidence and nothing like that. This is a good learning lesson for me. And so one of the fighters that I seen DeRocha fought was Steven Nelson, and I seen Steven Nelson stopped him in the third round. And I'm a type of guy I like to make statements, So Steve Nelson stopped him in the third round. My goal is to stop him in the second round. Which I don't go into fights, looking for the knockouts, anything like that. But like I said, I like to make statements, so I have to go in there and get the job done. He doesn't belong in the ring with me, so I gotta make that statement.
Uh, just step back for a second. That fight against Edgar Belonga, you
Uh huh.
mentioned there was a
Hmm.
lot going on that fight in the sense that a lot of people at that time you still had the knockout streak. You took them the distance.
Yeah.
What was it? What was
Yeah.
it like? People, I mean, they were like, forget about odds of you winning the fight. There were odds of you were going to get out of the first
The
round.
first round, like it was.
Did you find that insulting?
Um, I actually, you know what? It was very insulting, but I just used it as motivation. I was happy. I like being doubted. I like when people, count me out and stuff like that. It's just more drive. It gives me more energy to work harder and to push through, and just to prove people wrong. Like I said, I like to make statements, even though that wasn't the statement I wanted. Of course, I wanted to win, but at the same time, I took him the distance. He dropped me. I got back up every time. But I like when people doubt me, man. But it was very insulting, though, definitely.
Obviously, you're getting back on the horse here. You're going to fight Victor Darocha on
Hmm.
October 23rd, right near your home in
Yeah,
Maryland, the Maryland
yeah,
Hotel Casino, live
yeah.
on Jetter Promotions.
Uh
Um,
huh.
I'm sure that I mean, 'cause we see it happen. The plan is maybe get one or maybe another win and get back on it
Yes.
to fight. What's it going to take? Obviously, the fight
Yeah.
with Jesse Hart. What's it going to take for Demond Nicholson to kind of break through one of those fights?
Honestly, after this fight, we're gonna look to get back in the mix of things. But all it takes is for me to focus, 100% focus. A lot of people see what happens inside the ring, but they don't know and understand what goes on outside of the ring mentally with most fighters. Not that I had any mental problems or nothing like that, but just to be completely focused. I won't say I wasn't focused. I definitely was, but even the littlest thing can knock your focus off. 100%. And that's one thing I had to realize. Especially after the Edgar fight, I had to sit down, not just with my team. I didn't have to sit down with my team because my team know I put in the work, but just with myself. I had to sit down with myself and really think, like, wow, like these guys that I've lost to, I shouldn't have lost to. I have four losses. My first loss, I definitely shouldn't have lost. But that right there was a lesson learned. I lost to Steve Rose. I should have knocked Steve Rose out, but that fight went whatever way. Then the fight with Jesse Hart, is definitely all twisted. This fight right here, it was everything that I needed to be. It was just myself, and it's things that I had to learn from. I had to really pick myself up from, and now it's really time to make things happen. To really make my mark in the super middleweight division. Like I'm better than you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, finish what you're saying.
Uh, like I was saying, like I'm better than every super middleweight in the world. Like I know that without a doubt. It's just about me. putting that in my head and putting it in the ring, So now it's time, it's really that time.
You mentioned super middleweight. We'll just step outside this fight for a second.
Uh-huh.
The big super middleweight fight coming up in a couple weeks. Canelo
Yeah,
Alvarez and Caleb Plant.
Caleb Plant. Yeah.
What does Demond Nicholson think of that fight?
I think people are sleeping on Caleb Plant. If you look at it, every boxer that Canelo has ever had any problem with was a good boxer, could move, had a good jab and stuff like that. And one thing we do know, Caleb Plant can move. He has more power than what people think he does, So I think people will be very surprised on how good Caleb Plant does.
There you got it. What's it like fighting at home? You're coming back, to your home turf.
Man, I always love to fight at home. I love it. It's my home. It's where my roots are and everything. So man, it's a great feeling. I wish it was on a bigger stage, but hey, Maryland Live is a great stage, but I just wish it was more on TV. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool, man. I love it, man. I love fighting at home. I love the energy, the people, they support me. Everyone from Maryland to DC to Virginia, the whole DMV supports me. So I love it.
It's actually your fifth fight at the Maryland Live Casino, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. It is. Yes, sir. Let me see. Isaac Rodriguez. Yeah, it's my fifth fight. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
we can go right through them. Rodriguez, which maybe your biggest win to date, 25-2. 25-2. Fernando, Jesse Nicola, which was a Maryland showdown. You stopped him in the first round.
Yes.
Devon Lee, who was on the contender, and split decision over Mike Guy. Mike Guy, I just had his fight with Jesse Hart a couple weeks ago, and he gave Jesse all he could handle. You were a split decision. That's a tough, hard-headed man in there, isn't he?
That guy, man. I have much respect to him, man, because he comes to win. He doesn't come just to, as no journeyman. He comes to win, man. And I have a lot of respect for my guy. I wish him everything, all the blessings with everything with his career and his life, man. Because he comes to fight, man. He lays it all on the line.
Yes, he does. What do you fighting for Jeter Promotions? Tony Jeter, former fighter, top 15 kind of guy in the middleweight division. You ever you talked to tricks of the trade with Tony at all?
Man, I talked to Tony. I've been knowing Tony since I started boxing because I was 6 years old. So the day I walked in the gym, Tony was in the gym, and man, me and Tony, we're real close, man. Like I said, we basically grew up together. I think Tony is but like 16 years older than me. He was older than me when I came in the gym, but we kind of grew up together in boxing, So man, me and Tony, we talk frequently all the time, and it's like a brother relationship with Tony, man.
And I guess that's a good feeling, and now you're gonna be fighting for him again. What do you want to say to the fans out there before we see you at the Maryland Live Casino Hotel, Maryland Live Casino, Maryland Hotel Casino in Hanover, Maryland on Saturday night, October 23rd? What's your final thought to the fans?
My final say to the fans, man, is that I appreciate your love and your support most of all than anything. And without you, I wouldn't be where I am, because without the fans, who are we? Then
we lost you we lost your voice. Can't hear you. You might have hit something on the phone. Actually, from what I could see, the internet's a little low where you're at. The internet's going in and out, I think, is what it is. I don't know. Can you hear me? If you can hear me too, we'll let you go. We'll let you finish your run. Thank you for a few minutes of your time. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday, October 23rd. We must have lost the network connection. Thank you. See if you can hear me. Thank you. Good luck.